Hello, white people. I'm happy to be here. I was recently in Rome, Italy, not Georgia. Yeah. Anybody ever been? Okay. A few people. Everybody else broke in here. That's what's up. Yeah. I enjoyed Rome. You know, the Romans, they treated me like Joey Tribbiani. Yeah, they was like, teaching me Italian when they spoke to me. So I learned some words like grazie, that means thank you. Yeah, then there was ciao bella bitch. Yeah, that means hello beautiful bitch. And I am beautiful, so grazie. Yeah. And then there was arrivederci, nigga. Yeah, I heard that a lot. I heard that one a lot. I did a lot of drugs when I was in Rome. Yeah, I took LSD. Yeah, but my favorite drug was Xanax. Yeah, that shit was, ooh, my goodness. Yeah, I told my friend that I had a baby on the flight there, and they was like, oh, I got you, here goes some Xanax. Yeah, and I trusted my bloodshot-eyed friend, because I was on LSD. Yeah, that was like, yo, just wait for the meal, take the Xanax, you'll be good. So I'm on the flight, the meal come around. I pull out my wallet to get my Xanax, but it had got crushed up. Yeah, so now I'm just sitting there on this plane with this white powder on my credit card. Yeah, I was like, this looks suspicious. So I poured it in my wine. And roofied myself. Ten out of 10, recommended. The biggest lesson I learned in Rome, traveling, was that you should always take a shit at home before you go to the airport. Yeah. I learned the hard way or the soft way, depending on how your bowels are set up, Yeah, kicked in right at TSA. I took my shoes off. I was like, I got to the machine, the body scan machine. He was like, put your hands up. I was like, you're gonna have to wind me down, player. You're gonna have to wind me down. Yeah, it was so bad I couldn't even put my shoes back on. I just grabbed them out the tub, was like... Waddled all the way to the bathroom, I'm handling my business. I'm thinking I'm going through it till this guy comes in, just making all this ruckus, hitting all the stalls and the walls. Yeah. And he come and sit right next to me. Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, I'm in Jurassic Park. Yeah, he just letting it go. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Next thing I hear is, no! God, no! Then he starts talking to me. He's like, excuse me, sir. And I was like, Yeah, so I went to Anne Frank mode. I lifted my legs. Yeah. Next thing I see is a hand come up under the stall. So I was like, whoa, what you need, player? What you need? What you need? What do you need? And he was like, oh man, my stall doesn't have any toilet paper. Can you give me some toilet paper? Of course I didn't want to give him no toilet paper, but I also didn't want him to touch my calf again. Yeah, so for the next 15 minutes, I ended up feeding him toilet paper from my stall into his stall, and that's how I met my best friend. I'm so happy to be here, so happy to be alive, because I almost lost my life to my favorite thing in the world, titties. Yeah, so I was sucking on these titties. Beautiful titties. Yeah, when some milk came out of them. Whoa. I wasn't tripping off the milk. I'm not lactose intolerant. But what did startle me, what threw me off was that when the milk came out the titty, it sounded like that last bit of juice coming out of Capri Sun pack. Yeah, so I squozed the titty. That's a word. It's the past tense of squeeze. When you squeeze, you didn't squoze. So I squozed the titty. When I did that, the milk shot in the back of my throat. Yeah, and I gagged a little bit. At that point in time, I was like, oh my God, I'm under attack. Get to safety, and I flailed my arms and I slugged them jugs. Yeah, I felt bad about that, you know, because I love titties. But the more I be thinking about it, I be like, man, I know she could feel that shit coming. She could have tapped me on the shoulder or something. Yeah, she didn't have to bust all in my mouth like that. That was rude. It traumatized me. I stayed in the house for months. Yeah, and I just start watching everything on television. And I support a lot of things. I liked a lot of shows. I didn't like Stranger Things, though. Y'all fuck with that show? Nah, it's terrible, right? It's terrible, yeah, because if y'all don't know, Stranger Things is the show that's based around this black kid when he hang out with his white friends. Yeah, and they just be doing all this demonic shit. Yeah. And I'll just be at home like, please, little nigga. Do something safe. Like join a gang or sell drugs. Why are you hanging out with these white people? You don't got no cousins? Where your cousins at? Cousins are very important. That's where we first learn how to kiss. If I say anything stupid up here, you could just blame my father. He used to beat me. I was a bad kid, it's not his fault. I was very bad. The worst times would be, you know, when the report card would come home. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my mom would be home, so she would see the report card first. And she'd always look at it and be like, oh my God, I'm so disappointed in you. You just wait till your father gets home. Yeah, and then she would put on a mustache. Well, I've been amazing.